Hello, Aries souls. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki, and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. I am so excited to be bringing this reading to you today. This week's series, I channeled 12 different family film or family TV show quotes for each zodiac sign to assist with ancestral healing messages. The collective is purging a lot of negative energy right now because we're doing a lot of ancestral healing. So a lot of spirits and ancestors are coming through right now to bring messages to you, to assist you with whatever it is you're working on healing in your family line at this time. So I wrote the quotes down on some slips of paper. There are 2 left here. So let's see what your quote is, Aries. We have, why do people who were adopted feel like they were rejected instead of selected? John Scully said this from the movie Steve Jobs. Next, I will pull 1 card from 4 different decks. Thank you, Spirit. What are your additional messages for my Aries souls? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Next, I will pull a card from the Divine Feminine Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Next, we'll pull a card from the Cosmic Journey Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. And your last message will come from the Angel Answers deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your final messages for my Aries souls? It's up to you. Okay, Aries. So let's reflect on your quote one more time here. Why do people who were adopted feel like they were rejected instead of selected? I can feel the power from that quote. So what Spirit is pointing out here, Aries, I'm seeing a lot of you who were adopted and have felt a sense of rejection from that. They're bringing this up because it's a pattern in your lineage to be healed. I'm also seeing other dynamics of having adopted children and the children feeling this same way, feeling that they were rejected by their biological family. And the fact that there's a pattern of adopting in your family, that's actually really beautiful, because that embodies a sense of unconditional love that you're willing to embrace a child into your home in that way. It's very, very beautiful. And I'm also seeing that there are certain views about adoption. Some of you don't resonate with that concept at all, and that's 100% okay. However you feel, it's valid, all right? So I want to see specifically what Spirit's messages about adoption are coming through right now. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to tell the Aries souls? I'm hearing the tables are turning. There's a different perspective that's being changed. The tables are turning in a new direction with something. I'm feeling very strongly, those of you who have been wanting to adopt, I'm seeing that you've ran into a lot of issues with this, and Spirit is saying the tables are turning in your favor here. So all is working out, because I'm also being drawn to the first part of this message, each evolutionary turn. So the tables are turning in regards to situations that you've had to deal with while adopting, or a situation around adopting. I'm also seeing some of you have adopted a child that has exhibited some difficult traits to handle, is what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing they're actually reflecting to you aspects from this quote. They talk a lot of, what I'm hearing them say is they talk a lot about how their own family didn't want them. And I see you coming in, being loving and nurturing to them, and letting them know that you love them unconditionally and that they are wanted. I can see this has been a struggle to really get them to believe that and open up your heart. Thank you, Spirit. What messages of advice do you have for this situation? Thank you. I'm hearing they will come around. They will come around. Okay, Spirit, so what should the Aries soul do in the meantime to help with this? Yeah, they're saying just to continue to love them and set the example that you are unconditional love and that you're not their parents, because they have this perception that the same thing is going to happen again. I'm seeing certain children who have bounced from home to home. I'm seeing that they have it's taken a toll on them wanting to find a home where to live. And I'm also seeing a lot of you have adopted because you yourselves were adopted, so you understand where they're coming from, and this is something you wanted to help heal. And this is a big part of what you're healing in your ancestral lineage. Now, there is something coming through about biological family as well, because that's in the bloodline. What are you pointing out about the biological parents, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, I'm seeing some of you are facing difficulties with the biological parents because they're wanting to come back into the child's life, and it's causing confusion. It's like this energetic pull between the child and you and their biological parents, is what I'm seeing. Spirit's message here is to surrender and know that everything that is meant to happen is how it is meant to happen. They're saying to let go of control here. Everything is going to be okay, but there's a high level of surrender that's needed, and faith and trust that everything is going to work out as it is supposed to for the highest good of all, okay? So, what is going on here with the Eight of Pentacles? I'm picking up on a lot of creative energy here. I'm seeing there's a lot of creativity in your ancestral lineage. Very hard workers. You have a lot of ancestors who are showing me different paintings and artwork, and also how creativity has helped heal some of the most difficult aspects that you've had to face in your lineage. I'm seeing every time you focused on a creative endeavor that has brought you passion and joy, it has really centered you. It's brought you back to the present moment, and it was you cultivating love for yourself, Aries. So what else is going on here with the Eight of Pentacles? Thank you. I'm hearing art school. Some of you have actually opened up a creative business recently, whether that's to help paint or to teach children painting or teach children how to do something. I'm seeing a lot of teachers here teaching young ones how to do certain things. And the fact that you're doing this, I'm seeing that this wasn't something that was done very often in your family. I'm seeing that you have been paving the way, showing what is possible in your lineage. Your creativity is really helping to upgrade the DNA of your family line, Aries, and that's truly beautiful. What else with the Eight of Pentacles? Thank you. There's also some of you here do something very creative with energy work. Like I felt like an energetic pulse in my back just a little bit ago, and while my hand was on this creativity card. So I'm seeing you have an interesting way of manipulating energy in a very positive way. Very creative with how you work with energy. And I'm also seeing some of you teach children how to work with energy as well, because children are very, very intuitive. They pick up on things very, very strongly, and learning about energy at a very young age is very beneficial to help one embrace their own spiritual gifts. So thank you for doing that work. That's really cool. With Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Yeah, so very powerful mantra. whatever you're healing right now in your lineage, your spirit guides want you to know that you are blessed. And your courage to look at these things have really helped you ascend. They have really helped you heal on a grand scale, and people take notice of your energy because how you have changed your perspective from how you used to look at things and how you look at things now. What other messages do you have with Mary of Nazareth? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, they're just showing me all this abundance that's all around you, that's just coming in very fast right now because of the good karma you've put out into the world, because of the healing you've done for your family line, and because of the value you're adding in the world, uplifting people, helping young children, teaching in whatever ways that you do with your creativity. It's a very powerful energy. What else, Spirit? Thank you. I'm hearing choices. So you're going to have a lot of different choices, and that's why you have this card here. It's up to you. So you may find that you're conflicted about which area to go in, and because we have free will, we make all of our own decisions, and Spirit does not know what decision we're going to make. So when we make a decision and we move in a certain direction, then we receive guidance, or we might come up against an obstacle of some sort. And your best navigation system as you are navigating these choices that are in front of you is to ask yourself, which choice would I be making out of love? And which choice would I be making out of fear? The one that is laced with love is always the right answer. Now, that does not mean when you start to meander down the path of love that you're not going to experience any obstacles. Those are a given in this life, okay? Challenges and obstacles, they are there to teach us. They are there for us to help overcome certain aspects that show up on our path, okay? So the key is to just take the lessons from those, whatever life is throwing at you, to continue to overcome it, all right? So whatever choices you're dealing with right now, it is up to you ultimately. This is your life. This is your soul's journey. What do you want to experience? So there is a pattern in your lineage of having trouble deciding what is right for you. So the more connected you are to yourself, the more you listen to yourself, the more you listen to your intuition, and you follow that path that is ultimate love, that resonates with your soul, not what resonates with someone else's soul, what resonates with your soul. You will never go wrong, okay? And with each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. So throughout life, we find that we emerge into different versions of ourselves. So whereas when we were a young adult, we could have been a little more toxic in nature. But as we grow and we evolve with an evolutionary turn, we become more self-aware about those things, and we make changes based off of who we are in that present moment. So who we are now is not who we were 5 years ago. We are continuously evolving and shaping into different versions of ourselves every single day. So you are in a transition right now, being drawn to the number 11, which I always think of as the ultimate truth. You are in a transition right now, Aries, of learning more about the truth of who you are, who you really are. And the truth of the matter is that we are all unconditional love. But when we are working on learning lessons as we progress on our journey here, we learn new truths as we continue on that journey. So there's still a lot that has not been revealed to you. And as you embrace each of these evolutionary turns and transitions, you're going to get to know yourself even more, because we are never done learning or growing in terms of learning more about ourselves and learning lessons in this world. So, very interesting, Aries, with your quote, why do people who were adopted feel like they were rejected instead of selected? So there's a lot of ancestral healing being done around a lot of concepts and dynamics that have to do with adoption. So that is one of the biggest things that a lot of Aries souls are looking at this time. So be gentle with yourself. And for those of you who have been facing a difficult situation in terms of adopting children, having to deal with the biological parents, having to show continuous unconditional love to the child you adopted based off of beliefs that they're just going to be rejected again or have to go to another home. Spirit is saying to stay patient with that process, continue to show unconditional love, and everything is working out as it is supposed to. Okay? With the Eight of Pentacles, continue to tap into your creativity because it is very healing for your ancestral family line. Creativity is very valued with your ancestors, and they have been giving you strength to pursue your dreams, to pursue that path that is your ultimate joy. So continue to tap into that and move in the direction that your soul is calling you, okay? Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God, Spirit wants you to know you are extremely blessed. And because you have been doing this ancestral healing, a lot of abundance is coming into your life. You are being rewarded for your courage. With each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. So a lot of different transitions have taken place in your life, Aries, and you have been peeling back the layers of the truth of who you are over the course of your life. And this is something that will continue to take place. So what you're experiencing right now, you may have just come into a new awareness about something from your past or a past life that is teaching you something about your ancestral healing. So embrace those things as they come up and embrace the transitions that are moving you into the next chapter of your life. And with It's Up to You, there are a lot of choices that will be presented to you or you're looking at right now. And this is something in your lineage that you're helping to heal, where you follow that path that is your ultimate love, that is your ultimate joy, that is your ultimate passion, and being the example for your family, showing them what is possible. And whatever you choose to do, it is ultimately up to you. So that is all that I am seeing, Aries. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.